Hey everybody. So this is something I've seen. It's been on my heart for a little bit, but this whole freedom thing, and especially here in America, because it's supposed to be land of the free. Again, if you guys are really gonna live in a land of freedom, what does that mean? Freedom. I mean, essentially, I'll look up a definition just because I want to get on the same page with everything because this word gets used a lot. And to me, freedom is allowing anybody to do anything they want to, which again, it sounds lovely, but you got to look at things from both sides of the spectrum. That would mean you got to also allow the dude that wants to go around killing people or raping children. I'm just being real. You'd have to allow him to do that. To really live in a land of freedom, that's the type of shit that you're going to have to allow. So it's like you got to be careful with using this word freedom. So I got the definition right here. The power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. So that's exactly what it means. So this is why like they sell this image of like, oh, it's so good, land of the free, land of the free. It's like, no, regulations are good. Rules are good. Telling people not to do things that hurt other things is good. This whole freedom thing needs to go. Like freedom from wickedness is good, but that's not real freedom. It's just being, I mean, again, it's the way we use it. It's like it's just to be away from it, like stop the perpetuation of it. Like that word freedom is just it's one of those alluring things that sounds good, but the reality is much different. And it's just one of the things that this beast system, the enemy, whatever you want to call it, has sold us, and we've largely bought into. And a lot of people think that America is the best country in the world, and it's like you don't realize how much death, destruction, and misery we actually perpetuate by our consumerism actions and by the wars that we go and fight and all these fucking things that we don't see or choose to really see, even though they're right in front of our eyes, but yet the whole rest of the world gets to feel. And then we also get to feel too on a karmatic spectrum. And then now we're living in an evil empire, and it's like, yeah, well, we've been perpetuating evil companies for decades now, and now they've gotten all this power and this wealth because we've fed them so. And a lot of that has to do with because we live in it's not a completely free market, but it's a very open market with a lot of open fucking rules. And it leaves ways for people with a lot of money to come in here and set their own rules and regulations so they can set up shop the way that they want to set up shop and sell people poison and all sorts of other bullshit that fucks us up and keeps us addicted and keeps us unhappy and unhealthy, which a good government would not allow. A good government's not going to allow its population to continue to kill itself. It's just stupid. And they're not going to allow people to continue. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like land of the free, like that needs to change because it's not freedom. And people don't really want freedom. The real good people are not going to want freedom because you're not going to want people who could possibly kidnap your kids. I mean, you have to allow them to do that in a real land of the free. So just things to consider. All right. I love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.